Hi, I'm Erica Terblanche. I'm a positive psychologist and I am passionate about bringing people the science of happiness and well-being at no cost. Today is the 7th episode in our series on the building block of happiness, and we are continuing learning about mental mastery. So let's get straight into it. One of the most powerful building blocks, capabilities of mental mastery, is our ability to put ourselves into a positive mind state at will. Why is this important? I want to introduce you to the work of Dr. Barbara Fredrickson, a very prolific scientist, and she talks about the broad and build theory of positive emotion. So when you are in a positive emotion, say for example like curiosity, joy, compassion, kindness, awe, excitement, any of these calm and contentment, any of these mind states, what happens is that your cognition broadens. So your ability to think improves, your ability to think laterally improves, your problem solving improves, your mind clears. You are actually also more open to engagement with others. You are more able to communicate. People experience you as more approachable and relatable. In your physiology, your cortisol goes down, your blood pressure goes down, your biomarkers of health, and it has a lot to do with what happens in the vagus nerve. When you are in positive mind states, your physical health actually gets into an upward spiral. So this is where the broad and build theory comes from, because the more you can get yourself habitually into positive mind states, the more your social resources, your physical resources, your mental resources build. And the more those resources build, the more likely you are to do well at work, to have good friendships, and actually to be in a place where you are willing to try new things. So you get onto that spiral of learning and growth, and you develop a growth mindset. And perhaps it's really important to just reflect why this is so incredibly important and where I see the power of this enacted on a very primal and physical stage. Last weekend, I ran 160 kilometers, actually 165 kilometers over 2 nights of no sleeping. It was the equivalent of 2 comrades marathons back to back, but running it on Everest. And when I run these races, I understand so profoundly how important it is to catch that negative emotion when it starts brewing and to replace it with something positive, whether you are grateful that you've just stopped vomiting. Perhaps that's something to be happy about. Or the fact that you know this is the last time that you're going to hit high altitude, and from here onwards, all the peaks are lower than 2,400 meters, and it's going to be much less worse than this one. Or whether it is the food table that you get to, and you know there may be sweet potatoes that you can indulge, whatever it takes to get you into a positive mind state, because having a positive mind state versus a negative mind state is the difference between whether you finish that race or not. The so what, now what for people, knowing that the science tells us that positive emotions puts us in a superhuman state, is when you notice that you're on a downward spiral. Stop immediately and do whatever it takes to get yourself into an upward spiral of positive emotion, because what we repeat is who we become. If we are more generally in a joyful state of mind, we become a joyful person. If we more often than not feel compassion rather than resentment, we become a compassionate, loving person. People are drawn to us. What we repeat is who we become. So do whatever it takes. Listen to music. Go for a jog. Go for a swim. Hug the dog. Hug your children. Phone a friend. Journal to get to the other side of whatever that negative emotion is, so that you can get yourself into a positive mind state. I'm going to leave you with the 3 most powerful mind states that you can get yourself into. The one is compassion, the second is gratitude, and the third is hope. In the next episode, we're going to talk a little bit about the mental mastery of how to get through stress and to maintain hope no matter what. Thank you so much for listening. See you in the next episode.